Okay, Annette, this is Dennis Clark, and I want to go over a few minute video review of your lesson here um, and show you what we're talking about. So when we get the Okay, so this is a practice swing, but I want to show you like this way. We'll do it this way. Let's say that the golf ball is sitting right there, okay? And your hands are holding the golf club right there, okay? Now you're going to make a practice swing. And do you see how much further out your hands are and how much further out the club is from the ball? That's on a practice swing. Okay, so this is closer, right? The hands are not as far. It's still outside the ball a little bit, but it's not as far. But you've got to realize that the hands have to come back to where they started. And if they don't, then the club's going to be way outside the golf ball, like way outside the ball. That's why I put a tee inside and said try to hit that, because you're not going to feel it if we don't get reasonably back to where we started. So the hands are going way out, not down where they should. So that's number one. Number two is we're going to try to go from the side here and show you what we want to do here. We've worked on this before where your turn of your shoulders wants to be level. And what happens is, if you watch, well, let's do it this way. Draw a line here, your hips. Let's see if I can do this. So the left hip stretches out, and there's a lot of bend here. So where is the weight of your body at the top of your swing? It's very much on your left side. Okay, let me get a model here for you. And we'll find it what it wants to look like a little bit more. So her weight's in here. Her body's angled this way, right? So your body's angled this way, and your weight is way out in front of the ball already. This is a habit that you've fought pretty much all along. And at times we've had some mild success breaking through it, but you come back to it. Not just you, but everybody that I see goes back to their habits. See, and that's why I've always suggested shortening your swing, because it's that last part that really gets you tilted to your left side, or you don't need all that extra backswing. Here's a professional on the right hitting the same club as you are, and her club only goes to here. Yours is way down past here. That's just not necessary. You're more in control of the club if you go, I mean, parallel to the ground would be the most you'd ever want it, but and that might be for a driver. For a regular iron off the deck, that would be plenty of length in your backswing. So now when you come down from that tilted backswing to the left side, your weight has to kind of hang back on the right side. But from there, she's able to go over to this side. See, watch her come through. She's coming through the ball. The next thing we've got to mention, and this is a function of everything else, but see how extended her lead arm is? And this is what we call the chicken wing syndrome, which most golfers have to some degree. It's like a scooping notion. You're trying to lift the ball in the air by your body backing up and your arms scooping. So let's do this in slow motion. You see what I mean? Scoop.
That's much better, really.
See where you hit this ball right here. See how the arm's getting extended? Now they have a little what's called later release at that point. You see how our club's not tossed down so far? But watch the ones that you were topping, this arm here, even though it's extended, is much more extended than the one that you were topping before it. Your arm would have been a lot more crimped up like this. So we really got to first get down to the ball. The hands swing close to the body and the lead arm extends. That's the most important thing that you have to work on. And you can't go for the big hit on every swing. Sometimes the little smooth hit is a lot more consistent. All right? I hope that helps you.